All right, so the saying goes, it's not what you say, but how you say it. Our body language can actually convey far more than our words ever could. A study done by anthropologist Ray Burchell showed that in face-to-face conversation, over 65% of what we're saying is actually done non-verbally. Well, because it's such a large portion of our communication, we often find that our body will speak for us, especially when words just aren't good enough to express those really intense emotions and feelings that we're having, like the look in your lover's eyes and how it just makes you get chills all over your spine without a single word being said. Okay, well, our body can also reveal some subconscious thoughts that we may be trying to hide or just not let out. And girls, we know this one when we've got our cleavage out and men come up to us and speak to the girls instead of us. It's a subconscious thing. Well, our body language also can tell on some of the things that we're trying to hide and hold back, like how nervous we are to give a speech about body language. Well, intentional or not, our body sends off signals. It's a continuous flow that is done with or without words. Some are universal, like nodding your head yes and no, and smiling when you're happy and pouting when you're sad. So because 65% of what we're saying is nonverbal, it's really important to match what you're saying and what you're doing. Because if they don't match, it sends mixed messages. Like guys, when her body is saying yes, but her words are saying no, it's kind of confusing. Well, chapter 13 in our text, Osborne, the author, states that when there's a conflict in what we hear and what we see, we have a tendency to believe what we're seeing rather than what we're hearing. And in the definitive book of body language by Alan Pease, he gives a really good example of 5-year-olds. Children have a hard time really being aware of their body language. When a 5-year-old lies, he'll immediately cover his face with one or both hands. And for those who have children, you know the cues your kids are sending off when they're lying. Mine, he blinks. No, Mama, I not eat cookies, Mama. Well, in an article out of Vanderbilt University, adults often believe that others are being deceitful when their words and nonverbal behaviors are inconsistent. And Pease, the definitive book of body language, says that when someone lies, their mind sends off these subconscious nervous energy signals. And it tends to make us do little micro gestures that no matter how hard we try to suppress, we really can't. This happens when you'll see someone, the corner of their mouth will start to tremble, or their eye. They'll start blinking, like my son. They'll get cold sweats, or they'll get flushed. And even before they realize it, it's already exposed that they're lying. So the next time you're talking to someone, it's really good to make note of what their body is saying to you. And vice versa. What are you conveying with your body posture? So remember, it's not what you say, but how you say it.